Hi, everybody. I'm Kirk T. Hughes. I'm thrilled to be introducing myself to all of you in this class. As you know, I'm your instructor. I am an associate professor in the Housatonic Humanities Department. I teach English 101, freshman comp. I teach English 102, literature and composition. Sometimes I teach philosophy. I teach public speaking, and I also run the honors program. So I have a lot of hats that I wear at Housatonic. My academic background is in literature. I studied comparative literature as an undergraduate at Yale. I have a master's in religion and literature from the Yale Divinity School. I went on for a master's at University of Pennsylvania and a doctorate at University of Pennsylvania, which is to say I have more degrees than anybody should be allowed. And after a bunch of years teaching at a bunch of institutions, I've landed at Housatonic, where I am thrilled to be. Of all the places that I've taught, I think Housatonic is one of the best places for teaching and for learning. Our classes are small. Our students come from all over the world and have all kinds of experiences that they share. It's a really diverse community, and I feel very lucky to have landed here. And I think you should feel lucky too. I think Housatonic is one of the best kept educational secrets in Connecticut. So that's some of the things that I have to offer. Some of you may know me from other classes. I really like to teach, and I also really like to teach in real life. I like to dance around the classroom. I like to pick a different tie for each class. I like to work hands-on with people. So COVID is bringing some real challenges. I canceled everything I had to do this summer, as I think many of us did, and I have been working really hard at learning techniques and tricks and tools to be more effective in this really weird online environment. And while I was really grumpy for a couple weeks, I'm kind of jacked now. I think there's some things, there's a lot of things I'm going to miss about seeing all of you in the classroom, but I think there's some things online that I'm really eager to try out. I've learned all kinds of new stuff. I'm excited to learn new things. I always like learning new things. I get frustrated. I'm not the most computer savvy, and so I've had more than a few afternoons going, and I've pulled out my hair. You can see I have less hair than I used to, and it's getting grayer and grayer. But, I've noticed that with most of the glitches, a couple tries, 2 or 3 tries, some deep breaths, a walk outside in the garden, and I can figure it out, or I can find somebody who will help me figure it out. So I want you to know that you can too. Give yourself some time to trick out things, to test things and try them out. There's lots of resources. There's me. There's online resources. There's other family members. There's other members of the class. So I'm going to expect quite a few glitches in myself. I think you can expect glitches as well. But once you get over them, it's no big deal, and we can get on to the really important work at hand, the important stuff. And that important stuff is, reading some really cool and some really challenging literature and essays. I think that cool stuff is looking at a bunch of stuff. We've got videos like this one. I have lots of I've been accumulating more and more resources that I think are really good for you and helpful, and will expand your knowledge and expand your interest and get you psyched. So that's a great thing. And then most importantly, or the thing that I'm really passionate about, is writing. Writing is hard, and it's also where we learn to think. It's an intellectual gymnasium, a workout room for our brains, and also for our senses of who we are and what matters. And whether I'm teaching literature, whether I'm teaching writing, or whether I'm teaching public speaking, I think that's a really special thing about college. It gets us a chance to sort of stretch ourselves intellectually, And in doing so, we get to get a better sense of who we are, what really matters, and how we fit in. We have we're just really different, and we all have treasure that we've inherited, and then we have treasure that we cultivate through our hard work and through all kinds of resources that are shared with us. But I think one of the real challenges of moving through life, of growing into adulthood, of all the different shifts and changes of adulthood, is really getting a strong sense of knowing who we are, what matters, and how we can put our skills and our talents, our energy, and our spirit to good work. So I think college is a great place to do that. I am thrilled to be here doing it for another semester, and I'm really looking forward to working with all of you. Welcome! Can't wait to meet you!